Okay, I'm here to do segment 4 on the compressor. And here we're going to actually pump up a tire. I measured the pressure on the tire and it came out to 24 psi. It should be 35, right? Now, I'm here with my partner, Dennis. Dennis, what do you think the problem is with this compressor?
This has got me very, very confused and upset over the past few days. Apparently it's the switch, but that doesn't explain all the problems that we've had. So all we can do now is test it and see if that's it.
Okay, great. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, following the directions, I was able to actually find a manual which might apply for this unit because it was a picture of the unit, looked identical to this, only the branding was different. It was under the category Amazon Basics. But I'm convinced it's the exact same product. And if you go to the Amazon website, you'll actually find a user manual. But having said that, this actually has some instructions right on the back. But mostly these are the kind about how not to destroy everything. And we can get at that later. The important thing is, do not run this for more than 14 minutes continuously. And this can happen if you're trying to blow up something big, like an inflatable. This will be toast. It cannot handle that level of power for that amount of time. Okay, now, according to the instruction, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna hook this up to the tire here, but I'm gonna hit pause because I don't wanna bore you with all the details, okay? Pause. Okay, I just hooked it up. Previously, the pressure in this tire had been 24, and I was getting that indicator light on my dashboard, which is why I decided to do the test on this tire, because it looked a little bit lower than the other ones, and there could be more than one low, but anyway, this was 24. I hooked it up, and without exercising the power button, it's reading 25.5, so that could be the actual pressure. Now, I think this thing should default to 35, and there are probably ways to like set what pressure you want it to be set to. Like, Dennis, what should we do?
Press and hold and see what happens.
Do what?
Press and hold either up or down. And see
Okay,
what
let's try the
happens.
plus. Okay, nothing's happening.
What if you hold it though? I think that's what we found last time.
Oh, okay. Well, oh, look it.
Okay,
It's
now you
flashing
can do
36.
Okay, now try plus and minus. I bet it goes up by ones.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
let's try it again. Okay, 36,
There you
35.5.
go. There you go.
Now let's see if that might be the target.
Yeah,
And like I
think it
said,
is. I think
we
it
might
is.
really not know exactly what we're doing here, but it might not matter. Now I'm going to try the compress power button, and we'll see whether or not this
Yeah.
thing pumps it up.
Definitely.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't. If it's set too high, it might never make it. If it takes more than 14 minutes, it'll probably go slow. I just tightened that to see if there was any loss. Now, I think it's supposed to shut off automatically, but it didn't seem to do that. I'm going to stop that test right there because I think in the instructions maybe it was supposed to turn off automatically.
I would think
But
so.
I'm not going to run this excessively just to try to prove a point
Take
because
out your handheld and test
because
the
it might
pressure.
it might destroy it. And the thing is, this as an emergency item, you don't want to overdo it. Like for example, I'm up to 35, but what is the actual desired target on this particular tire? let me just hit pause and find out. Okay, this pumped up to 35, and I just checked on the driver's side door jamb.
Yeah.
It's only supposed to be pumped up to 30, so I really kind of overdid it. And you don't want to pump this thing up any higher than it needs to in order to get you going. Now, interestingly enough, what I noticed was the light seems to work fine, even though when I swapped the switches, the so-called bad switch I put into the light position, now it works. So this seems to be fully functional. What would you say to that?
Full functionality has been achieved.
Okay, now there is a little it won't necessarily go to a very high pressure because you can see how slow it got.
Yeah.
It did get to 35, but that's not even recommended. I really kind of overdid it on this. I think probably now I could probably just return this to the client.
Yeah.
We could give this another test, just getting up to 30 to see if it would shut off automatically. It did, because it can go over 30. I'm not sure if it's supposed to shut off automatically, and even if it didn't, it would still be useful because you can turn it off. But
given that you can set the pressure, you would think it would shut off automatically.
yeah, exactly. So the compressor is definitely working. It isn't necessarily working to all possible operating modes because we don't necessarily understand that. So what I might do is read the manual and then
We're making a YouTube video.
have a scenario where I just maybe hook it up to 30. That's all. Not a problem.
Stop.
Okay. Okay.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Thanks.